Welcome to the Altair SimLab tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll see how to create the 1D bolts. Let's see what's the problem description. Here we will see how to create the 1D bolt head, how to create the 1D bolt threads, and also see how to join the bolt using the connect option. So the first step is to retrieve the SimLab database. Go to File, Open, select the path, and open the .slb file. So once the model has been opened, the second step is to generate the TET mesh. Go to Mesh, TET mesh. Here we'll use the TET10 curved edges to generate the mesh. The average element size as 6, the internal grading as 1.7, and rest of the quality parameters as shown here. Select the bodies, say OK, and say replace the mesh in existing model and say OK. So the TET mesh has been generated. So the next step is to create the 1D bolt head. Go to Advanced Bolt Modeling, select the bolt head option. Here there are two methods that are available, which is the edge based and the face based. So there are some details on the edge based method. And some details on the face based method. Here we'll be using the face based method, the type as top RBE with bar 2. Select the washer face, say right click and select identical faces. So rest of the washers get selected. Select the diameter option and enter the dia as 13.5 and rest of the parameters as shown here. And say OK. So in the loads and boundary condition browser, you see that the head has been created. And similarly, the default properties for the head has been created in the property browser. So fourth step is to create the 1D bolt thread. So go to the bolt thread. Here also we'll be using the face based method, the type as bottom RBE with bar 3. Enter the pitch value as 4 and the depth value as 20 and rest of the parameters as shown here. Select the deck face and say OK. So similarly in the loads and boundary condition browser, you can see that the thread has been created, and in the property browser, the default thread property has also been created. So the next step is to connect the bolts. So we'll be using the connect option, which is the connect bolt head and thread. Here we'll be using the equivalence option. Go to the loads and constraint browser and select the respective head and thread and enter the values as shown and say OK. So similarly, the connect bolt 3 has been created in the loads and bound constraint browser, as you can see here. Hide the cover and carrier, and now you can see that how the create 1D bolt has been generated here. Also, for better visualization, you can transparent the cover model and you can see that the 1D bolts has been created.